Welcome to our gardening YouTube channel, Soil Power India. In this video, we'll be sharing some expert advice on how to make your garden thrive. From planting and soil improvement to watering plants, we have got you covered. Whether you are new to gardening or a seasoned pro, you are sure to learn something new. So grab your gardening gloves and let's get started. Please like and subscribe our channel. Share with your friends and family. Start small. Don't try to tackle a large garden all at once. Start with a small area and expand as you gain experience and confidence. Starting a garden can be an exciting and rewarding experience, but it can also be overwhelming, especially for beginners. There are many things to consider when planning and maintaining a garden, and it's important to start small and take things one step at a time. Choose the right plants. Select plants that are well suited to your climate and soil conditions. Consider factors such as sunlight, water requirements, and hardiness zones. One of the most important things to consider when starting a garden is choosing the right plants. Different plants have different requirements for sunlight, water, and soil, so it's important to choose plants that are well suited to your climate and soil conditions. Be sure to research the hardiness zones for your area, and select plants that will thrive in your area. Improve your soil. Healthy soil is the foundation of a successful garden. Add organic matter, such as compost or well-rotted manure, to improve the structure and fertility of your soil. Another important aspect of gardening is soil preparation. The health of your soil is the foundation of a successful garden, so it's important to make sure that your soil is in good condition. You can improve the structure and fertility of your soil by adding organic matter, such as soil power vermicompost or well-rotted manure. Water wisely. Overwatering is just as bad as underwatering. Learn to recognize when your plants need water and how much they need. Use a moisture meter or stick your finger in the soil to check for moisture. Water the plants regularly, but don't overwater. Use a balanced fertilizer for established plants, following the package instructions. Be sure to mulch around your plants to retain moisture, control weeds and add organic matter to the soil. Use a moisture meter or stick your finger in the soil to check for moisture. Keep pests and diseases in check. Regularly inspect your plants for signs of damage or disease. Learn to identify common pests and diseases and take action to control them before they get out of hand. Pests and diseases are another common problem in gardens. Regularly inspect your plants for signs of damage or disease, and take action to control pests and diseases before they get out of hand. Learn to identify common pests and diseases and take action to control them. Plan your garden. Plan your garden layout before you start digging. This will help you to visualize what you want to achieve and how much space you have to work with. Preparing your site. Choose a location with good drainage and enough sunlight for the plants you want to grow. Test your soil to determine the pH level and nutrient content. Remove any debris, rocks or weeds from the area. Rototill or dig the soil to loosen it and remove any large clumps. Planning your garden. Make a rough sketch of your garden layout, including the size and location of each bed. Decide which plants you want to grow and group them according to their light and water requirements. Select a variety of plants for interest, color, and texture. Plan for succession planting to make the most of your garden space. Consider the seasons. Think about how your garden will look in different seasons and choose plants that will provide year-round interest. Spring. Start planning your garden by researching which plants will thrive in your specific climate and soil type. Begin preparing the soil by adding compost or other organic matter to improve fertility and drainage. As the weather warms up, start planting cool season crops such as peas, lettuce, and spinach. Summer. Keep plants well watered, especially during hot and dry spells. Use mulch to help retain moisture and suppress weeds. Plant heat-loving crops such as tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. Keep an eye out for pests and diseases, and address them promptly. Fall. Start planting cool season crops such as broccoli, cauliflower, and kale. Continue to harvest summer crops as long as they are producing. Start preparing your garden beds for winter by removing dead plants and debris. Winter. Protect delicate plants from frost and freeze by covering them with blankets or plastic sheeting. Keep an eye on the weather forecast, and take action to protect your garden if a hard freeze is predicted. Plan for next year's garden by researching new plants and design ideas. Remember, these are general tips, and what works for one garden might not work for another. It is always best to research and understand the specific needs of your plants and the conditions of your garden. Harvesting and preserving. Learn when to harvest your fruits, vegetables, and herbs for optimal flavor and nutrition. Harvesting. Pick fruits and vegetables at their peak of ripeness for the best flavor and nutritional value. Use sharp, clean tools to harvest produce to prevent damage to plants. For most fruits and vegetables, it's best to harvest in the morning when the weather is cool and the produce is still crisp. Preserving, canning, freezing, and drying are all great ways to preserve your garden produce for later use. Canning is a great way to preserve fruits and vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, and green beans. Freezing is great for fruits and vegetables like berries, peas, and corn. Drying is good for herbs, fruits, and vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, and mushrooms. Make sure to properly clean and prepare your produce before preserving it to ensure food safety. Follow proper canning, freezing, and drying instructions and guidelines to ensure the best quality and safety of your preserved produce. Another way to preserve your garden produce is to make jams, pickles, or fermented vegetables. These methods also need proper cleaning and preparing of the produce, and they require following the recipe instructions. Finally, it's always a good idea to keep a record of what you have harvested and preserved, including the date, variety, and preservation method used. This will help you keep track of what you have on hand and ensure you use it in a timely manner. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate your support and would love to have you as part of our community. Don't forget to leave a comment below. We would love to hear your thoughts and feedback. Thank you again, and we'll see you in our next video.